What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing? Coming at y'all today. Just a quick update on how my second week has went. Listen, it was crazy, but I had a lot of fun. It was intense. It was. Look, let's just get right into it, right? So I posted you guys last week was week one, right? So it was pretty quiet. Nothing major. So this week, week two. My week started out. I started out in Georgia, in Atlanta, right? So picked up a load from Atlanta, and we went to Florida, right? So really nice weather in Florida. It was beautiful down in Lakeland. Um, Everything there was pretty cool, right? Nice ride, nice trip. So we get to Florida, and then we get a trip going back to Maryland. So that's a nice long run. It was pretty cool. Maybe, if I remember, 500 miles, something like that, I believe. So everything was fine, so we get to Maryland, drop that load, and the next load is going to Buffalo, New York. And I'm like, wow, this is, I've never been to Buffalo, so I'm like, okay, this is cool. This is going to be a nice run, nice long run. We had like, a day and a half to do it, so didn't have to be under much pressure, didn't have to like rush. So we leave Maryland, and it was actually like the day after the whole thing happened with the bridge, right? That was just so unfortunate, crazy. Track was a bit crazy, but it was the day after the bridge, so you got to see all the signs saying don't take the bridge. So that was just crazy. So we leave Maryland, and we're going through Pennsylvania. We're taking the routes, and we start heading out towards the mountains. Like, oh man, this is my first mountain trip, right? In the truck, and we're loaded pretty heavy. So, it got a little intense because it's the first time really like operating the engine brake to slow the truck down, coming down the hill loaded, down the mountains, not have like a runaway truck that you see on YouTube when these guys coming down, their brakes get too overheated and they can't stop the truck. So it was pretty scary, man. These mountains and these trucks, it's like, it's no joke. And then you get the cars, right, that want to come and cut you off going down a hill. If you watch this video, and if you drive in the mountains or on big hills, the last place you really want to like cut a truck off and get in front of an 18-wheeler is when it's going downhill, because they're hard to stop on flat surface. So you imagine going downhill with like 60,000-70,000 pounds pushing you down the hill, and you're doing everything you can with the engine brakes and the brakes to keep this truck from running away. Like, the last place you want to really get in front of a truck is in that situation. Try to avoid that. Like, go get away, don't cut it off, stay in the other lane. Try to stay away from it going down a hill, because it's just not smart. Just stay away from it going downhill. So we're crossing through Maryland, we go up to Buffalo, we get there, and I'm just like, I'm stressed. I'm like that was stressful. That was my first time over the mountains in a truck, and it was stressful. And then we get a load from Buffalo. I'm headed back to South Carolina. You think going to Buffalo was stressful? When I got on the return trip headed back, so coming back through New York, through the mountains, the Appalachian Mountains, that was stressful. Crossed over into Pennsylvania, got even more stressful. But OMG, when I crossed over into West Virginia, it was like another world out there with these mountains. I think I was gripping my steering wheel. It was intense. I was going over these canyons and looking down, and I could see nothing. I couldn't see a bottom. And being up in the truck, that was just another dynamic. It was just crazy all the way around. So this week, I was in the mountains for 3 days. And I think when I got back out of West Virginia, I crossed over, I think, into Virginia, Steel Mountains, then down into North Carolina. It got a little bit better. This was the most stressful 3 days in a very long time in my life. And it was just so intense with this truck coming through the mountains for the first time. And getting off this mountain without being a runaway truck. And then you're coming down the mountain, right, and you see the runaway truck ramps. You're coming down, and these ramps go vertical, and they're like big sand pits. So you know, if you run off, truck run away, you take this sand pit and just kind of like, you just run up and you eventually stop. But you see those and just like, it's like, this is real, this is crazy, and it's intense. And I know, you know, to the super truckers, you're probably like, oh, that's nothing, I do that. I get it. It was nothing for you with all the experience, but for me, it's my first experience in the mountains with a truck, and it scared the hell out of me. It took me a whole day to get used to it, but you know, obviously I'm here, made it out. No runaway trucks, didn't hurt anyone coming down the mountain. It was just, you know, and at the end of the day, it was a great experience because I needed it. But oh my goodness, the first time in the mountains on a truck, it is not a fun experience. It's stressful, it's scary as hell, and it is intense. It was an intense 3 days that I had. I don't know who they are, they don't know me, but I'm in Atlanta, and I don't know anyone here but my cousins, but they're not driving around. I don't think they would have stopped. But anyway, it was just wanted to update you guys. First time in the mountains. It was a crazy week. It was stressful, but it was a good experience. I had fun, I enjoyed it. Listen guys, I just want to come on and give you guys a quick update about my week. This is my 3rd week, so next week I'll finish up with trainer. I'll get my own truck, and then I'll be able to post more videos of, like, you know, in my truck, what I'm doing. But I'm in my trainer's truck, so I'm trying to stay away from really posting while I'm around him or in his truck, to keep it, everything that he's doing, private. So I'll see you guys again. You know, next week will be my final week, so I'll give you an update when I test out, get my truck, I'm done with training, and I'll post you guys then. Thank all you guys so far who have liked, subscribed, and gave me a thumbs up. So while you're in here, go ahead and like, subscribe, you know, throw a comment down below. And until I see you guys again, peace and love. Thank you guys for watching.